Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Of course, if you're here, that means you've seen this title and you want to know what's up, basically. You want to know the tea, you want to know how to get started. If you are new here, I'm Moesha. Before we even get started, make sure that you hit the subscribe button because I'm pretty much guaranteed you're either going to learn something new, get a different perspective, or get some encouragement over here that is nothing new. You're either going to leave with one or the other, okay? So now that you've seen that title and you want to know all the details and all the tea of how I turned very little money into more money, or we can say $27 into a last minute. So there are not any structured notes or anything that we're going to be taking. I'm pretty much going to be winging this and doing off the top of my head. But I'm pretty guaranteed, of course, that you'll always learn something new over here. All right, there we go. Okay, so first things first, let's just go ahead and say this. When it comes to showing you exactly what I did to take $27 and turn it into a little over $3,000, we're going to break this down. I'm going to try to break it down the best way possible in as little time as possible, okay? So the first things first, if you did not know, I have a clothing brand, and this is exactly how I did it with the clothing brand, okay? You also know that I talk about digital products, but we're not here to talk about that. So we're specifically talking about physical products today. So this could work whether you have, it could work for digital products, of course, but I'm going to be focusing on physical products. So whether you have a clothing brand, a decor brand, a skincare brand, a cookware, whatever type of physical products brand that you have, this simple method could work for it. All right. When it comes to marketing and trying to get your brand out there, if you didn't know, that's called brand awareness. And if you are a small business, most of the time as a beginner small business, we don't have a marketing budget. A lot of us don't even know what a marketing budget is in the beginning, and that's okay. But this is why I showed beginners a simple, easy way that is not new, of course, that you could start to create brand awareness for your brand and get your brand out there in front of different audiences and in front of different people as quickly as possible. One way that I did this and that I share, and exactly how I was able to take a small amount of money and turn it to a good amount of money, is by utilizing other people, using what we call today influencers, okay? So I know a lot of people have questions when it comes to using influencers, and of course, don't they cost a lot of money too? Don't they have to do this too? Isn't it a risk, etc.? It's completely understandable, but I want you to rewind for a little bit and just hear exactly what I'm saying. So first, let's dive into what an influencer is. Hey Siri, what is an influencer?
An internet celebrity is an individual who has acquired or developed their fame and notability on the internet.
Okay, so basically, basically my perspective, besides Google's perspective on what an influencer is basically someone who has impact. Basically someone who has influence, basically impact, okay? So what I like to do, and exactly what I did, is I went for influencers that did not really know they were influencers yet. So what that means is there are a lot of people who this is their real job. Being an influencer, sharing products, taking brand deals, it's their actual real job, and it does take work, okay? But I like to go for the people who grew their following based on their story, based on like some type of relatability, impact, that their audience literally thrives to them, or, you know, clings to them. And they don't necessarily know they're influencers, so they may not be taking brand deals at the moment. They may not be taking products and etc. at the moment. But once I reach out to them, they're like, hey, I've never done this before, but I will do it. And you can look in the comments of them. You can look at their posts. You can look at whoever is talking in their comments and seeing how they respond. They love them. They miss them. Whatever they post, they're going to purchase it, etc. But you have to make sure that this product that you're going to be sending them is in their niche. And if we're going to break that down, making sure that it's in their community, what they're about. If they're about skincare and all they talk about is skincare, you should not be sending them cookware or silverware. That is out of their niche, which is going to be a waste of both of your time. So if you are somebody who is in a skincare business, you should be sending it to a lifestyle influencer. People who do my skincare nighttime routine, morning skincare nighttime routine, those types of things, okay? Mind you, I found my influencers on TikTok. I find that to be the easiest way to find them. Not only the easiest, but the quickest. Like, you literally just have to type it in and they pop up. I don't want you to overcomplicate this, because all you have to do is find the influencers that you're interested in, that's in the niche that you have, right? Once you find them, either look for contact information, get to know them, go through their brand. When I say their brand, I mean like if they have a website, of course, or most likely it's going to be scrolling through their social medias and seeing if you like their stuff. Because this is somebody that you're about to send a product to, and I didn't even mention this part, in exchange for a post. So I didn't mention that you're not physically, or you're not paying them monetary wise, but you're paying them by product, right? And a lot of influencers do not have a problem with this. It's either a yes or a no when you ask them. So once you find the influencer that you want to work with, you're going to then, like I said, find the contact information. If you do not see a contact as far as the email address, this is not where we start to give up, okay? We're not going to just throw in the towel. What we're going to do is slide in the DMs. Now, TikTok has this thing where if you're not friends with the person, then they're not going to see your message. But you can turn that off in the settings. But what if they have not turned it off in the settings? So what if they don't see your message? So if they have Instagram, guess what we're going to do? We're going to slide in the Instagram DMs as well. We're going to like a couple of pictures, and then we're even going to hit up the comments. One influence that I had, I actually didn't have a way to really get in touch with them, but I slid in the comments really quickly, okay? So we're going to try all different multiple routes. And mind you, we're not just messaging one influencer, because we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, right? But this is just to let you know, if they don't have a contact email, then there's multiple ways to skin the cat, if that makes sense. So after you have slid in the DMs or whatever, and you got the information, just say that they actually messaged you back and was like, yeah, I'll take a product in exchange for a post. The DMs or the emails are going to go something like this. Hey, whatever their name is. Matter of fact, I'm just going to put it on the screen, okay? So we won't have any issues. I'm just going to put on the screen of just an example of keeping it simple, what I messaged and what I will message, right? So after you have sent this message, and if they responded and said, yes, I would love to accept a product in exchange for a post, this is your time to shine. Now, mind you, I don't send out any more products or any products without a signed contract. Take it from me. Do not send out any products to anybody without a signed contract, okay? We need to have some type of understanding between us first, right? So once they said yes, and once you let them know, hey, just protect my brand and yourself, we do have a contract that you can look over. And once you sign it and send it back, we will then send out the product immediately to you, right? Once that has happened and you have all the details sent and they sign it, then you can willingly go ahead and send over this product in exchange for a post. Now, it's up to you how you want to set the time frame for it, and how you want to say the stipulations of how they could post or when they should post, etc. Me personally, I don't put too many strict stipulations, because this is a product in exchange for a post, and this is not monetary wise, right? So I don't get too strict, because I'm basically not paying you by money. To be honest, we don't know exactly how these posts are going to go. We don't know exactly if it'll go viral or if it'll do bad or good. You don't necessarily know. We just hypothetically try to take a guess based on the data and the analytics that we see in the forefront of the influencers' posts. But like I said, it doesn't hurt to always do it this way. Now, mind you, if you are sending out a product in exchange for a post, once the influencer posts it, I immediately go and I repost it. So whether I'm posting it on my Instagram Reels, whether I post it on TikTok, whether you post it on YouTube Shorts, you also can take that content and create it as a piece of your content as well, right? So I know that's pretty basic and I know that's pretty simple, but that is literally all that I did to actually take that small amount of money and flip it. And mind you, if you take $27 and flip it, you can literally do the same thing repeatedly over and over. That means find another influencer. That means even utilizing the same influencer, but at this point, you could actually pay them monetary wise or make them a brand ambassador or something that will actually keep them there to keep generating you money, right? So If you like this, I know it's something small and simple and basic, but it does not hurt to try this out. Then make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment of something else or ideas that you have. And I'll talk to y'all later.